Hi all, I'm Rajni. Today I'll be talking about the new feature browser based template or volume upload. Um, this is the agenda. So first I'll go through the uh, what it does. Basically this enables the users to directly upload template or volume to CloudStack. So earlier CloudStack used to accept only URL based template or volume registration. Now it accepts, with this feature it accepts a file as an input. So once the volume is or template is uploaded, it's like any other regular template or volume. Like volumes can be used to attach to other VMs, templates can be used to launch VMs, etc. So first I'll give you a demo of the feature and then I'll go through the design of it. So here if you go to the storage tab, you'll see a new button, upload from local. If we click on it, so the in the regular upload case it will ask for a URL. So here it is asking for a file, so you can give any file you want to send, and let's give it a name and click upload. So now it has uploaded the volume. So this is the new file which we have uploaded. So this can be used like any other regular volume to attach to other VMs, etc. So if we go to templates, we'll see a similar kind of button here, upload from local, which takes the file as an input instead of a URL. So one thing to observe here is if you see the console, while you are uploading, it's actually making two API calls. This one is to the management server, and this is the one where it is actually posting the files. I'll explain why two calls are required. So let's go to the design part of it. Image is small here, so let me expand and open it here. So here basically what's happening is, as a user, we are making the first API call to the management server to get the upload params. By upload params, what I mean is where to upload the file. So in this case the user is directly uploading the file to secondary storage, so he needs the secondary storage location and other metadata. So when you make this API call, management server registers that volume and gives you the SSVM URL on which you can upload. Along with it, it also gives you some metadata which has to be posted. So the user takes that response and sends the file on that URL that will be received on the SSVM side by the SSVM Apache. It's a HTTPS request, so the SSVM Apache does the SSL decrypt and gives it to the SSVM agent, which does the data validation, and if everything is fine, it uploads the template to the secondary storage. Once upload is complete, it notifies Apache, and Apache in turn notifies the user. So here if you observe, there is no link between these two API calls. So to understand the status of it, what management server also does is it keeps polling for the status of that template until a timeout is reached, or so if it receives an upload progress after certain time interval, it will ask again what is the status of the volume. So once this thread receives the response, that's when it actually updates the status on the management server side. So those are the sequence of steps that happen. Let's go to the API calls. So the first API call is the get upload params. The get upload params API call, if you see it, it's like a regular management server API call through which you send the session key and stuff, and for the volumes you need the uh, name, zone ID, format, etc. So the response you receive is basically this, the post URL. This is the SSVM public IP, some metadata, signature, expires. This expires is the time at which this URL will expire, and the UUID of the template. So using this response, we make a call to the SSVM. This is a curl request, and this will be the sample response. So the file will directly be uploaded to the secondary storage in this case once the validation is complete. So while the file is being uploaded, you can use the regular list templates or volumes API call to check the status of it. So that's how the file is uploaded. Coming to the configurations that are added, so the max template or volume size can be controlled by the existing configurations. The upload management server is polling for the status, right? So the monitoring interval and the timeout of it can also be configured. There is also a GC cleanup thread which runs to clean the partial uploads. That interval can also be configured. For troubleshooting or logs, you can check the SSVM logs at the regular location varlog cloud.log. So for this particular upload related, the thread name would be with NIO event loop group. So if you grep for it, you can get all the logs related to this. Yeah, so that's it I have about this feature. If you have any questions.